kill. I could go touch grass, but you know, I'm Canadian, and it decided to snow at the beginning of November. Not going out there right now. Feel like being nice and cozy with the 75 round drum mag AK-12. 75, yeah, it's 75. I always mix it up with the AKM, which is 70. It always makes me double check. So as I'm sure you're aware, if you try putting on a drum on an AK build, it gets much harder to actually make it, you know, decent ADS speed, decent control and all that without shaking everywhere. I feel like I got the best balance of literally everything, even hipfire. Base stats are only half the story, but I think that's just a really good first representation of what we were going for here. The only sacrifice that I made was the muzzle velocity for sure, so if you're shooting at people at long range, you have to actually lead your shots. The more muzzle velocity, the more your shot actually stays straight for longer distances. Since we dropped it down, the bullets are going to fall down faster. First of all, you want to go with the short barrel, ironically called the long barrel. This is pretty much how I fit everything on here. From there, we just have 2 stability pieces, and then 2 control panels. So 2 Ranger handguard panels, and then 2 of the KC hounds. And for extra style points, make sure you put 1 style on the upper rail, and then you put the other on the sides. Just throw this on, always put it on. We got 1 laser, because that's when you get the actual effects. Fucking hat's so itchy. It's been a year since I've worn it. We got this 25/26% boost to the firing stability. That's why those details matter. Always look at the details. But yeah, that's why we got that. That lets us fit pretty much these next 2 pieces. Folding grip for stability. The Scorpio for the control. And then the skeleton for everything. Besides control, but obviously we calibrate it back for that. And then when it comes to sight, I think this would technically be the best, because best statistically doesn't ruin your stats, and it actually rises it for free. So that's the Cobra accuracy sight. I use that, or I just use the panoramic. And with today's build, I actually went with default calibrations. Just wanted to try it out. It's been a long time since I've just used regular sight calibrations, so I did it and it felt pretty good. Of course, just make sure the second setting in your settings are set to on. Then we'll go from left to right. We got a tiny bit of ADS movement speed back, like 0.1, but it was worth it. And then this was just for balance. This wasn't like any sort of like sneaky, like from default to -7, it didn't change. That's why it's at -7, but I had it set to default. For my own sake, in the details, I pretty much just went with what I thought was perfect. Long story short. Holy sh... Alright. Got like maybe two 2 ADS feedback. Oh shit. 2 milliseconds, I mean. But it's worth it once again. And then this was just balancing. It works out that we take away from the sway on a stability piece at least. It's giving us a lot of that stability, so... But that's why our sway is not as great as everything else. It's not bad though. It's much better than what it usually is on a drum build. Man, I wish I could play on these settings. I'm just gonna say I played my first and I played my last game on Latin America server. It just kind of felt like story mode, we'll say. This is where I'm gonna stay. I mean, I've played I think I played Southeast Asia servers for the previous gameplay. You guys will have to remind me. But yeah, it was honestly really dead at the time for North America, so I really just wanted to play the game with the full 32v32, but I found out that it feels really fast for a reason in Latin America. Either way, we like to keep things interesting here, and, you know, it's warfare, so you gotta get creative somehow. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm out. Peace.
Target eliminated!
The tank actually has a nasty machine gun on it, like if you press 2 while you're driving, in between shots.
Do what?
You can shoot like a machine gun in between, like if you press 2, so like if you shoot a missile and then like while you're waiting, just switch to machine gun.
I wonder what he looks like in real life.
Is he always the fucking peanut? I thought that was just the
Yeah.
transitions. No shit, I thought he was just the transitions.
Always a peanut, dude.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
I really wonder what he looks like.
I mean, you can kind of tell by like what you see, but yeah, no, for sure. It's all just Snapchat filters and shit.
Yep.
Bro, I'm like 99% sure that they added bots to the server. Like, I switched to Latin America, because there's like nobody playing. And bro, there's like I haven't seen this shit since the beta, since there was AI. This is like scary.
Vehicle's gonna explode! Get out!
Yeah, I just watched an enemy and a teammate just kiss each other and run past each other. please
out!
run me over, sir. They're like running into my vehicle. It's bad, bro. This is ridiculous.
Target down! Ah!
Holy shit, man.
Suppressed!
This is gonna go crazy.
Requesting missile strike on coordinates. Over. Enemy off balance!
Well, that was ridiculous. How many kills? 138 and 15. Yeah, it seems legit.